There is a decision. That looks completely responsible. Something people spend years preparing for, saving for, planning around, working towards. And still, they can get it wrong. Because the problem is not always the purchase itself. The problem is what the purchase quietly changes afterwards. And by the time you notice that, you have often already built your life around it. Let me show you what this looks like. Meet Daniel. Daniel did everything right. He saved, planned, waited. And then one day, he gets the email. Mortgage approved. He looks at the number, and for a moment, it feels like progress. Like things are finally moving forward. He tells himself, "This is what I'm supposed to do now." So he buys the house. At first, everything works. The mortgage is £1,700 a month. He can make the payment. Life feels stable. Nothing feels wrong. And that is what makes this so easy to trust. Then life starts behaving like life. Council tax, utilities, food, insurance, then maintenance. Then something breaks. Not a crisis. Not a disaster. Just constant financial friction. A few hundred here. A few hundred there. And slowly, his system tightens. Less room. Less flexibility. Less spare cash at the end of the month. But he adjusts. Because that is what responsible people do. Now fast forward 2 years. An opportunity appears. A new role. Better pay. Better long-term growth. Different city. And for a moment, he feels it. That sense of possibility. Then he pauses. Because now there is something else in the equation. The house. Selling it? Complicated. Renting it out? Uncertain. And the mortgage? does not pause just because life changed. Pound 700 every month. So he hesitates. And then he says something. That sounds completely reasonable. I'll wait. I'll move later. But later never quite arrives. And this is the part most people miss. Nothing went wrong. He did not make a stupid choice. The house did not ruin him. But something still changed. His decision started shaping his behavior. He became less mobile, less flexible, more cautious about change. Not loudly, not immediately, but consistently. Now let's look at this clearly. I call this the affordability illusion, because there are three different versions of affordable. First, can you make the monthly payment? That is the version most people focus on. Second, can you still live well after paying it? Can you handle normal life without feeling squeezed every month? And third, can your life still move? Can you change jobs? Move cities? Take a risk? Say yes to an opportunity? Daniel solved the first question. But the third one is where the real cost appeared. Now imagine a different version of Daniel. Same income. Same starting point. But instead of committing fully, he keeps his structure lighter. He rents. He invests consistently. He builds cash reserves. He gives himself breathing room. So when the same opportunity appears, he does not hesitate in the same way. He can move. And that one decision changes everything that follows. This is the real difference. Not just ownership, but freedom of movement. One path gives you a house. The other keeps your life easier to move. One can feel like progress today. The other may create more options tomorrow. And the mistake many people make is assuming those two things are the same. They are not. Now, this does not mean buying a home is wrong. It means buying a home is not neutral. It changes your cash flow. It changes your flexibility. And sometimes, it changes the decisions you feel able to make later. So before you ask, can I afford this? Ask something better. What does this decision remove? That I will not notice immediately. Because the goal is not just to own something. It is to stay in control of your life. After you buy it. If this shifted how you think about home ownership, comment the word control. And if this kind of calm, practical thinking helps you, consider subscribing. Because in the next video, we'll look at how financial decisions that seem responsible can quietly reduce your freedom over time.